Hey everyone, Evan and Daxton here with Fishing Life 101, and today we're gonna go carp fishing. So what we're doing is working on rigging up the poles for carp fishing instead of catfishing. So basically we are taking off the catfish rig and we're putting a method lead on and then a hook. The nice thing about this is that you can use the same rod and reel combo that you use for catfishing for fishing for carp. So all we're gonna do, you have the main line here. We're just cutting it off right at the swivel. So what you're left with is just your rig all the way onto the swivel. Now the best thing to do is just leave this on the swivel. Don't do anything with the bottom of your line. We can place this aside and we can go ahead and put on our carp rig, which what we would be doing is just rigging it up. You have your method lead or you can use an inline lead. They both work. The method lead just helps grip it a little bit more because it has this shape in it to help grip the pack bait. Then you're going to have your bead and then you run that down to the swivel and then you're just going to tie on your carp rig. But really you can leave the carp rig on the bottom swivel and just keep on changing out the swivels. That's what we do with these. If you notice, all of our catfish rigs right here, we all have them just on the swivel. That way the only thing you're doing is cutting your main line and then attaching the different swivel on. That's all we'd have to do. And then if you have the bottom rig, you already have the weight on the bottom of it, so you would just keep that there. If not, you're just gonna have this method lead and then the bead. So either way, it's not too hard. It's just a little bit, it just makes changing stuff in and out easier unless you already have enough gear to have your separate carp rods and your separate catfishing rods. Because generally, like a good catfishing rod, it's going to work good for a carp, but not as good as some of your nicer carping rods. They're typically going to be longer and they're going to be able to cast better. And you could probably get away with a little bit lighter line on them. And too, if you had your separate rigs, if you had your separate combos, you wouldn't have to worry about changing the rigs on them. It's not that hard, it just takes a little bit of time. Next thing we're going to do is make the bait. Pack bait that we made before, just breadcrumbs. Pour those in. Then we're gonna put some strawberry jello in. Use about half the pack. Mix the dry ingredients up a little bit, that works a little bit better. Then you dump the corn in. And you're gonna mix it up. There we go, that's pretty good. Now we're ready. So we're out here on the lake today. We're in the small section of it where we fished a few other times. We're just fishing right out here. I have one line out now, and I'll show you how I put the pack bait on in the boilies. So what we have for boilies is this Nash bait instant action. These are just boiled balls of dough that are scented that are popular for carp baits. I have some of them just in here. One thing I would recommend, however, is getting a little bit bigger boilie because these seem to kind of break apart a little bit. They're kind of hard to put the bait needle through. These are 15 millimeter. I'm probably gonna get 20 millimeter boilies the next time. I do have 18 millimeter ones at home. I'm gonna try those whenever I get through more of this pack. I just don't want to open too many of them now so they spoil. But I'm using a combination of the pack bait and the boilies. So this should be pretty effective. So the first step on this is to take the boilie, and I like to push it through one side a little bit but not quite out the other side, since these are small boilies and they can crack on the other side. And then I will go to this other side and try to push it through that same hole. See, they split some. I didn't get it quite right there, so the boilie kind of split. That just makes it more likely for the boilie to break apart. That one might not have broken, but I was just kind of showing you guys that. That's one of the problems that I'm having with these smaller boilies. Not the end of the world because you get a bunch in a pack and they're relatively cheap. But I try to go through one side and then through that same side on the other one. Okay, so now I'll go back through it. Well, there we go. Now you see it didn't split apart there. It split just a little bit right there. That's a lot better than having everything split. The next step into this is you have your hook with your hair rig right here. I'll be doing a video on this in the future of how to make a hair rig. but you have a little bitty loop here. You're going to take the baiting needle, then you're going to transfer the boilie on. So now it's on there. And then I like to put a piece of corn on too, just the same way as the boilie went on. So I'll find a piece of corn in here that's been soaking in this bait. So then just like the boilie, you just transfer it right on. So then I have a boilie and a piece of corn on there. Then I like to put one more piece of corn on the actual hook, just to try to get it to stay on there. So now we're done with that part of it. Now we're up to the method lead. Now this is where we put the pack bait on. So you're just gonna grab some of the pack bait just like that and just mash it around this lead. I'll leave a link in the description on this video, but this lead comes from Big Carp Tackle. I have no affiliation with them or anything. It's just where I bought some of my carp bait. But they seem like a pretty good site that's got a lot of choices on there. And then I believe they have free shipping over a certain amount too. Or if it wasn't free shipping, it was that they had good prices and the shipping was pretty quick too. At least for out in the Midwest. So now we're ready to throw this one out. There we go. Another real nice sized carp, just like we caught the last time out here. 4.5 pounder or so. We'll weigh him, but he's not real big, but he's a nice fish. That was a fun fight. There you go, guys, real solid carp. Fun catch. We'll go ahead and put him back. Just got a tap on this rod. Well, watch, I literally just put the other one down. I really just turned off the camera from that other one. I think what it is that we have carp that are around here now, so they're finding out where the bait is. It seems like whenever you first throw out, you have to chum the carp in. So that's kind of what the pack bait does. It kind of chums the carp. So now they've found out where we are, so now we should be able to get more of them. I didn't expect to get one this quick because I didn't even throw my third rod out. I was just baiting up for my third rod. That's how quick they came in today. The action should only get better from here on out. Fine, getting some taps. Got something on here. And set the hook. What that is, maybe a turtle. Almost feel like a darn turtle. Yep, that'd be a turtle. Here's that turtle, guys. I think it's another painted turtle. I've caught a few of those guys in here. First turtle of the day. It's one thing to keep in mind, these turtles really like the ponko bait or the pack bait and boilies and stuff like that too, and sweet corn. That's why I caught him. Go ahead and let him go back in. I don't know what kind of turtle this is. Do you guys know? You guys want to leave a comment if you guys know what kind of turtle this is? I really don't know. It's not, I know it's not a snapping turtle, it's not a red-eared slider. It doesn't appear to be a paint turtle, so I don't know what kind of turtle this is. Got this one on. There we go. I hope this one's not another turtle. It almost feels like it. Yeah, but this is another turtle. Yep. Same type of turtle too. A little bit bigger one, and he is muddy as heck. Turtle number 2. There he goes. Yep, still kind of, there he goes. Well, hopefully we can get away from these dang turtles and find some carp. 1 carp and 2 turtles. Whenever I've been sitting here, there've been quite a few fish jumping all over the place. We just gotta wait for them to find their baits. It started out real hot with that one. I thought that we would see a lot more then. I've just been sitting right here in a chair, kind of waiting for them. Works out pretty good because I'm really not too far away from my truck. My truck's not more than about 100 yards away. So we'll sit here and wait for the next one. Probably reel that one line in before too long. A lot of times you'll see carp tapping them before they really get on the pole. What they're doing is that they're sucking up all the corn and other pack bait around there. Sometimes they'll move it around, sometimes they suck the pack bait off of the hair line, or off of the hair rig, and they don't get hooked. In that case, we just have to bait up and do it again. So I'll just be watching that rod. Spinning rod that's caught the rest of them is getting tapped again. Seen quite a few carp jump since I've been here. While we're waiting on this rod to see what it's gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and reel in this middle rod. Need to rebait it and throw it back out. It's been a little while. If you'll notice on these, most every time I reel them in, all the pack bait's off them. The pack bait should be coming off on these so it kind of chums the area. That's what you want. But as we see, the bait's gone here, so I need to at least rebait it for that. I always put more pack bait on too, just to chum the area better. Middle rod's getting tapped. We'll wait for that middle rod a little bit more. It got tapped, but not enough. I'm snagged up on this rod, so I need to try to get it out. Another thing to keep in mind too is that bluegill like the corn, but with the hair rigs it keeps them off the hook more, so you can still get hit, but you're not likely to catch them then. Just in the process of rebaiting this pole, and this one got a big bite. So it turns out that I have something on here. It might be another turtle though. This was the same rod that just got a big hit, but I wasn't able to land it. Yep, probably not. Well, yep, another turtle, although this is a pretty big turtle. Let's pull him in here. Yeah, size of turtle. So guys, this is what the hit was. It was a turtle. Biggest turtle today, so I guess probably my personal best turtle of this kind. I don't know if it's a musk turtle or what this guy is. Good thing I reeled him in though. I never gotten a carp like this. So here's the turtle. Pretty good sized one. He had the hook down in him, but I must say, I'll show you these hooks in a minute, but they're microbarb hook. They make it a lot easier to get the hooks out, especially these turtles, because they have such tough mouths to get them out of. That's turtle number 3 today. I think those might be a musk turtle, a common musk turtle. Kind of what they look like. Bent my hook a little bit. As you can see, these are the microbarb hooks, so they don't have much of a barb on them compared to like a regular hook. I've been getting quite a few taps on this middle rod. I think I'm gonna check it soon. I hope it's not another turtle. Guys, I was reeling this one in. I believe I have a turtle on it. Gosh, this has got to make what, the fourth or fifth turtle today? These turtles are terrible. Stupid things. One feels about like the biggest turtle today too. He's pretty good size. Not very happy either. I guess I could have one on my other rigs too. I guess I should have checked them earlier. Sitting with a turtle for a while, you're never gonna catch a carp. There he is, guys. He's trying to bite me. Let's just toss him back. Good, this one doesn't have anything. I believe that's like 4 turtles for today, which is a new record. We have got a gizzard shad there. That's one that we want. Not the biggest one, but definitely a good sized gizzard shad. That guy's a pretty good size. That's pretty common what we find here. Whenever I come out here to carp fish, I kind of like to get some more gizzard shad too, fill up on bait. I think it's a little windy. I think it makes it hard to catch them because I didn't get any my first cast. I didn't include that one. I wasn't recording. There we go. Yep, got at least one more gizzard shad. Yeah, a little bit small, but we'll take him. It'll work. I'll throw on this other side too, right across the road here. In the main part of the lake though, I don't ever get near as many there. But I'll throw it out just to see. Here, I like getting fairly close to the water. I think I'm gonna throw one last cast right in here, and then I'll throw a cast back over there too, maybe a couple, but this is gonna be basically it. That's some baby bluegill too, it looks like. Man, I got a whole mess of fish here. What all do we have? Ah, shoot, this might all be bluegill and crappie. Throw all those back in Indiana. You legally can't keep a sport fish from a net. Yeah, see, there's a little white crappie. There's a bunch of these little guys in there. A little bluegill here. Quite a few of these guys. A little bluegill. A little white crappie. And last bluegill. That was a lot for one cast, just nothing what I was looking for. But those definitely are not uncommon in here to get a whole bunch of those little guys. Really like to see a couple a little bit bigger gizzard shad. We get those really big guys that are 13 inches and man, you can get a bunch of different baits out of them. And gizzard shad in there, they're already dying. Gizzard shad are not very hardy fish. Got some little baby fish in there. I don't know what that thing is, bluegill maybe? I guess that's a bluegill, right? Maybe. Throw him back. It is super shallow though here, guys. Whenever you have a little bit deeper water, it gives the net time to sink down. Whenever it's too shallow, it seems like the fish just split out right away. There we go. Yeah, has something in there. I haven't seen too many red ears in here. Like most all the sunfish you see, there's some long-eared sunfish and mostly bluegill. Throw him back. I think there was some, there's one little baby fish. Little bitty guy. These get stuck in there because the bluegill are pretty tall. Oh God. Hey guys, it was a great day for fishing. We ended up catching a total of 4 turtles, which is by far my new best record for catching turtles in a day. I think I probably only caught a couple before that. But the fish that we were trying to target, which was carp, we caught one right away, which I thought it was gonna be a real hot day for him, but it turned out not to be. But that's okay. Next time we'll try to catch some more when we're there. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please consider subscribing. We'll see you next time.